Hello class, my name is Juliana and the title of my speech is The Greatest Experience of Your Life. So, as you all know, I'm a study abroad student from Germany and I would recommend this every time because it's really the most important and it's the greatest experience of my life. But let's start with some general information before we start with the reasons why it is so great. So I compared it with Germany, USA and Germany, and just said how many students go abroad. So according to the German magazine Der Spiegel, in Germany there are 6.4% of German students are going abroad, and a year in 1 year, and in 2000 it was just the 3.2%. So as you can see, it raised, it became more and more, and it means that about 127,000 students are going abroad every year. And according to the NAFSA, in the USA, in 2012 there were 283,000 students were going abroad. So as you can see, there are a lot of students here in the United States, and it's not very much. And in comparison to that, in the academic year 2012 and 13, there were about 820,000 students who were coming to the United States to study abroad. So as you can see, it's a big difference. The favorite countries are Great Britain, of course, USA. In 2012, there was a record number of students enrolled at American colleges and universities. Then there is also France and Spain. But let's move to the reasons why it is so good. So first, you can get new skills. First of all, you can learn another language. So when you want to apply for a job, a lot of businesses often assume another language or a second language. The good thing is when you go abroad, you can learn the language not by learning just vocabularies and grammar, which is very boring. You can learn it much easier. You just improve your language skills and don't really realize it. So you just speak, and the learning effect is more effective than the use at school. The second one is that you become independent. So you get out of your comfort zone, and maybe you have to search for an apartment on your own or solve problems on your own because you don't know anybody here. And so your friends and family are in another country, and you have to also find persons to hang out with. And maybe in this country there are other rules than in another country. So when you have to go to a doctor, there's another healthcare system or anything like this, and you have to get familiar with it. But it's a challenge, but it's also fun to get to know that. And of course, there's an educational system which is very different. So, for example, in Germany we have a huge room with 600 students listening to a lecture, and here it's 200 students, 20 students, I'm sorry. The next part is that adapt competences. So you have the chance to see your subject or your major in a different way. The emphasis of the subject is maybe different, and the teachers are also different, or the teaching methods are different. So, for example, in Germany, it's maybe the teachers are strict, and here it's more personal. But it's always pros and cons. And you get new job opportunities. That means the experience helps you with your future because maybe of this other language, and you organized a study abroad semester on your own, so that's really, really hard. And you can find new connections to get new job offers or new job opportunities. And the last one is that you meet different people. So you get new friends. This is really important. Maybe you can get friends for life, and we all know that friends are really important, even if you're alone or if you feel alone for the first moment. Then friends are really important. And you have another circle of friends. So with these people you get to go through something and different things. And I think this really connects to each other in a different way than to the friends you have at home. And the last one is that you get to know two new cultures. So you learn something about a new culture, which is also really interesting. And you can also widen your cultural knowledge and experience this new culture, which is, of course, really interesting, and I think it's really helpful for your future too. So, this is the fact why I study abroad program is really awesome, and thank you for your attention.